Hello, viewers. The topic for today's discussion is the little magazines. Before we begin, it is advisable that you keep a pen and a paper with you to note down the points discussed so that it is better understood, and towards the end of the video, you get your own notes prepared. A little magazine refers to the periodical publication devoted to serious literary writings. They first made their entry in 1880s and have been received by selected readers ever since. Often, these magazines are not driven by any commercial motives. One of the principles behind the publication of little magazines involves the objective of providing a platform to writers and artists who are not otherwise granted the opportunity to have their compositions printed in the mainstream journals. Little magazines are provided with great scope for experimentation and launched new styles and modes in the 20th century literature. The scholarly and intellectual inclination of these little magazines showed the way for interesting departures from the conventional mode of writing. The first little magazine was Poetry, a little magazine of verse, which was edited by Ezra Pound. Many other magazines also appeared during the First World War. This included Others, edited by Alfred Kraimborg, The Little Review, edited by Margaret Anderson, and The Egoist, edited by Dora Marson. Many writers of the 20th century made their first appearance through little magazines. These include T.S. Eliot, Robert Frost, Ezra Pound, Wallace Stevens, and James Joyce, who published important works in some of the little magazines of the time. During the first decade itself, other little magazines also appeared, of which The Masses, which was the most influential. The other literary journals that also made their appearance in the 1920s are Modern Review, The Fugitive, Voices, The Enemy, that provided an intellectual climate the early decades of the 20th century. In its first phase, the French little magazines influenced opinion and were also responsible for the launching of literary movements. During this time, the American and the British efforts were directed towards the circulation of continental ideas and trends of American magazine that started making an impact in the second phase by determining the possibilities of literary practice. The next phase that were left inclined, of which the Partisan Review in America and the Left Review in Britain were the most important. Literary magazines from the 1940s have been increasingly concerned with writing academics and critics. The trend set by Scrutiny, written by John Crowe Ransom, and the Kinson Review moved to more specialized areas and inspired publishers and university presses, facilitating the subject-based journals from the second part of the 20th century. The little magazine culture continues in both America and Britain, but the influence is considerably lessened. Little magazines made modernism happen. This implies that little magazines' integral role in the field of history and literature had brought about development in the field of modernism. Essays on avant-garde, literary, regional, and African American little magazines offer diverse approaches like analysis of relationships between little magazines and popular audiences, examination of correspondences between texts and images, modifications of literary history, and reflections on the emerging fields of periodical studies. So to conclude, the term little magazines usually means a literary magazine produced without any concern for commercial gain, but with a guiding enthusiasm for contemporary literature, especially poetry.